Ladies, beware of the Derek Jacksons of the world. Beware of the quote unquote man, and I use that term loosely. Beware of the man who is willing to tell you anything you need to hear in order to appeal to your ego. This is a dangerous man because he only cares about one thing, and it's not your well-being, it's not your welfare, it's not that you get into a beautiful, harmonious relationship, it's not that you actually get what you truly desire. All they're looking to do is to appeal to your emotions in the moment, and it will always lead to disaster down the road. This person is willing to lie to you to get what they want from you. Now, the reason I use the word Derek Jackson, or the name Derek Jackson, is because he's a perfect example. Now, if you don't know who he is, then you're probably better off for it. But for some of y'all, you know exactly who this man is. You probably cringed, or you're on defense mode trying to, prevent an assassination of character. Well, guess what? This man assassinated his own character a long time ago. So Derek Jackson is a guy who used to be quite a prolific dating coach, right? Real good looking dude, tall, muscle bound. I'm talking about like steroid muscle bound, dark skin. He had all the attributes that have been sold to women as everything you should desire, everything that's been manufactured as the image that you should buy into as far as, what a man is. So he was a dude who had essentially built his platform off of, schooling women on the ills of men, like man bad, women good, right? And how women are the treasure, the prize, and how they should value themselves. And, all these bad men are the problem and you're never the problem. Now, look, I'm not an anti-man, anti-woman. I'm not into, modern men are the problem, modern women are the problem. I'm not that. I want us together. I want us unified. I'm not with the divide and conquer at all. I believe we are both the prize and we're both bringing a lot to the table when we are equally yoked, when we are in resonance, okay? But that being said, this sort of individual was willing to lie to women in order to get them emotionally invested, in his case, in his product. And then we now heard, after years of his exploitation, that he was cheating on the very woman that he claimed to love so much, his wife. Throughout the entire relationship, he was cheating on her while telling women, how terrible these cheating ass men are. So he was obviously a walking contradiction. He was a living example of a hypocrite. And the reason I say that this type of individual, this type of quote unquote man, is one of the most dangerous type of men is because that's the one who is going to tell you things that you think you want to hear in order to get you in the sack, to get you in the bed, to get you behind that bush, to get you in the back of that car. That's the type of individual who would do anything to get what he wants from you. So in the case of a Derek Jackson, he was looking for attention because attention meant revenue. Attention meant money in his own, in his world, because his business was relationships. So he knew that if I just tell you what your ego wants to hear, not what you truly need to hear, the transformation that's necessary in order for you to actually get what you want, but instead to just give you a quick fix for the moment. And some folks, all they want is a quick fix. They don't want a solution. Y'all know folks like that. You have friends right now in your life who come to you with problem after problem, and then when you actually give them real life solutions, they write you off, they get mad at you. You just boo, 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 boo. They got problems with you now. But they continue to perpetuate the very same issues that are going on. They don't want a solution. They want your energy. They want a sounding board. They want somebody who's going to affirm them in their same foolishness. Simple as that. And so this type of individual, and I'm not just picking on Derek, but again, you did it to yourself, bruh. And I know it's been years, but you did this to yourself. You really did it to yourself. So you are a perfect example. This sort of individual is going to make you feel as if you are the victim in a situation and, the man is the victimizer. It's always going to be a narrative of, me good, them bad. I have done nothing wrong and that person has done, everything right. And you will meet these type of dudes in your own life. They will bash your ex with you and for you. They will bash men. Like one of the most dangerous individuals is masqueraded as the quote unquote white liberal, the white dudes for Harris type of guy, who's looking to pander to you, the male feminist, the one who proclaims himself and wears it on their t-shirts, the male feminist. That individual right there is a walking red flag. The one who bashes masculinity either has hatred for himself, right? the one who denounces that within themselves, or they have a propaganda machine that they're running in order to get what they want. We used to call them white knights, an individual who has like a quote unquote savior complex. The nice guy, right? They're pretending, they're faking, they're fronting, and then they get pissed off when you don't give them what you want. These are the most dangerous in every respect of the word, because that also is the one who turns out to be the most resentful when they don't get what they want. They're the ones who become the most spiteful. They're the ones who get the most emotional when they don't get what they want, because they think that you owe them because of their own stance. This ain't a man of integrity. This ain't a man of character. This ain't a man of true substance and value. This is one who projects themselves to be that, again, in order to get what they want. Now, there's the other side, the other extreme of, like the red pillars, etc., who are, bashing women bad, man good. That's chaotic and that's dysfunctional, and that's rooted in trauma as well. But what I'm speaking on today, at this very moment, is the one who you believe is actually on your side. And I had to say it because nobody else will. This man does not care about you. He's not a man. This adult male does not care about you. He only cares about getting what he wants. More often than not, it is the draws. In some cases, when it's the coaches or whatever it is, it's for you to continue to subscribe to their message. That's why for me, the biggest risk I ever took was making the decision to just tell the truth as it is. To put accountability before everything else, personal responsibility, because I understood that the only way a person was going to get to the solution was by being truthful with themselves, by being honest with oneself. And I would rather fight the harder battle of making the truth mainstream than just falling into what the mainstream is right now, which is the lies. They sell you on lies. They sell you on propaganda. They do it in one-on-one relationships. You might have that dude who seems like a friend, right? Oh, he don't want none from me. He's just a friend. No, he's orbiting around you because he really wants them draws. He really wants something from you. And he's getting more and more resentful when he doesn't. And he's bashing the dudes who are everything that he's not, quote unquote. Trust me when I tell you this. This dude is more toxic than the dude who tells you that he just wants the draws. 100 times out of 100. At least you know what that one stands. Might be disgusted by it, might be okay, that's shallow, whatever it is. But at the very least, you know that this dude is about that. This guy right here, he is a wolf in sheep's clothing. He's a false prophet. He is speaking on things that he actually does not believe. And there's been many of these individuals outed in different ways. There was some dude, I guess, on TikTok, white dude, middle-aged type of, dad bod-esque type of dude. And he found his niche by bashing men, by being like the male feminist. And it came out that this dude was literally creeping on women in his DMs, and his wife is pregnant, and he's over here trying to finesse the very same women who think, oh, there's somewhere for me to stand. And then the women who actually speak against his message, he would have them bashed. So is he really pro women? No, he's pro himself. He's propaganda. Oh, that's a bar. He ain't pro women. He's propaganda. He's a propagandist. He's selling a belief system. He's selling an ideology. He's selling a worldview in order to benefit from it. And when you have somebody tell you the truth, it's like grandma. She ain't got nothing to benefit off of you. She has nothing to benefit. She's about to leave this planet in not too long. So great grandma, she would tell you, girl, you ain't right for that. How you moving right now? That ain't gonna get you what you want. I remember this video. Grandma was talking to her granddaughter. She said, you ain't married yet? How old are you for? Damn. And again, you can feel how you want. It was an hilarious video, but grandma had no horse in that fight. Like, look, I'm on my way out. I want what's best for you. Girl, you need to stop, you need to stop moving, she used the word. I'll just say for the streets. Grandma said it, not me. And I said, hey, we used to have that. We used to have a certain level of accountability in the household where, our pride wasn't so big and so, so built up that we couldn't hear something that went in contradiction to our own ego. But pride comes before the fall. Your pride, your inability to listen to something that is in opposition to what you're currently holding as a truth is always going to lead to your downfall. If you can learn from somebody who is willing to teach you what it is to be a wife, but you think, oh, I don't need none of that, I don't give a damn, whatever, then you won't be that. Simple as that. It don't matter how much you want it, how much you yearn for it, you'll never have that life experience. And if it's not what you want, then cool. Then that's not for you, right? But if you value, you say you have this desire, I want a healthy, functional relationship, there are individuals who will tell you the truth, far and few between, who will tell you the truth. I'm not saying I got a monopoly on the truth. There are multitudes of people who will. Few of them, though, because many view it as a place to pander to you in order to get something from you. Sometimes it's just to get your attention because they want to be validated. Sometimes it's just they're such a deep people pleaser. I'm a recovered people pleaser, so I know it's just so you don't get pissed off, so they don't feel some type of way, about making you feel some type of way. Sometimes it's as simple as that. Nothing deeper. But they have something to benefit off of you not accepting or even hearing the truth because they know that you're going to feel uncomfortable. Maybe you'll write them off. You're not going to buy their course. You're not going to buy their product. Like I remember one time, having one of my exes, we were having a card game, and it was like a relationship card deck. And this is actually I think the first time I knew this dude had products, and it was the Derek Jackson cards. And this was before the scandal. Something was still fishy. This was before the whole scandal came out, but something was fishy because I was like, why is all of these sounds so like surface level? Even her, she had never opened the deck before. Somebody had given me these damn cards. She had never opened the deck, didn't even know who the dude was. And we're reading them, and she reads, she's like, huh? And I'm like, huh? And I'm like, what is... And then I turned the deck around. It was a little cheap little box. I turned it around, and that Derek Jackson. I was like, oh, no wonder why. This brother right here, the dude who's been cheating on his wife the whole time, this dude? Oh, come on now. Come on now. The dude who's been saying, man, bad, women good. Meanwhile, he doesn't give a damn about y'all. Meanwhile, he's been creeping with IG models. Oh, come on now. Come on now. Y'all got to beware of these folks. Y'all got to really listen. Like, where is this person's spirit? Where's their heart at? One thing you're going to know of me is at least my heart is in it. If my heart ain't in it, I'm not going to say it. I don't care what it gets me. If it gets me 3 views, 3 million, I don't give a damn. If you like me or you don't, I'm going to say it the way that it is to be said. Direct, straight up. And if that's not your cup of tea, it sure is mine. You understand me?
I don't chase the bag, no, I don't chase it at all. Yeah, I'm the type to manifest about as quick as withdrawals. You see my life in ATM, see all the hundreds involved. Feel like a magnet in my stack and want my energy charged. I don't chase the bag, no, I don't chase it at all. I swear my life feel like abundance, got infinity card. I'm seeing 20s, 50s, 100s, swear this life like an art. A young Picasso, I bring it in the image to dawn. I don't chase the bag, I don't chase the bag, nah. I attract the bag, yeah. I don't chase the bag, I don't chase the bag, nah.